Welcome to the GLAC Studios oil painting tutorial. I'm Gomati Sivasankaran and we are working on Gaja Lakshmi painting layer 4. Gaja Lakshmi is one of the 8 forms of Lakshmi avatars that are known for all the positive propensities of life. And Gaja refers to elephant. Also, she is known as the elephant goddess, and most importantly, she is known for the positive attributes of life. Yes, and we have been working on this painting for a while now. We started with layer 1, layer 2. Layer 1 was a wash, layer 2 was a filling and blocking, and layer 3 was giving a little bit of dark versus light storyline, so it doesn't look totally flat. And then from that flat image, whatever we built with the help of dark versus light, we started building depth with the help of layer 4 and a lot of detail. So we've been working on layer 4 and we continue doing that today. And what is left over in layer 4 is that we focus on the rest of the elements, that is especially the jewelry, the gold pot and such, and also the gold pot and jewelry that the elephants also wear. So there's a lot of jewelry, and for this particular session you will find in the description jewelry references file. In the jewelry reference file, what you will see is that there will be jewelries that I have researched from other countries also. For her, this is the this painting, and the subject that I have taken is a Chinese little girl. So I have tried to pick up some Chinese jewelry that is really traditional, showing spot on Chinese. There is also other country picture references that I have put in. So as you might already know, that I am doing 8 such paintings, and there are kids from 8 different countries. So I have tried to do all that research. So all that is there in the same file, because I just wanted it to be open for you to choose what you want to do with respect to jewelry. What I'm going to show is what I adapt from those references of Chinese jewelry. Okay, I'm not an expert with jewelry making, so what I am going to do is to adapt things. Another thing I want to mention is that whatever jewelry that you see, maybe it looks really amazing and you want to do it here exactly the way it is, remember that those jewelry definitely looks like the ones that are appropriate for a fully grown woman. And if you try to put it on her, here there's a baby girl here, it might be overpowering and it might take the attention away from her face. So it has to be a balance of, yes, it's a good Chinese jewelry idea, but not too much dressy that the focus goes away from her eyes and her beautiful face. Yeah, so let's keep that thought in mind and get started with the work for today. Okay, so today's work involves a lot of design that we are going to do. I have one thing to do, because doesn't matter whether it's gold or something. I will use yellow, primary yellow and yellow ochre for the places where it could be really gold, and for the ones that I'm going to do the designs, I'm going to do it in white for you also to see what I'm doing, because it's really, it will get unclear with all those elements already here. So I might use white for design as well, and I might keep it. So I'm going to have some titanium white ready available, and I need primary yellow also, or lemon yellow, whatever. Let's see if I have some. I've got some stock also. Check here. So I have got a permanent yellow. Yeah, primary yellow, permanent yellow, lemon yellow, doesn't matter. Whatever yellow that you could, get your hands on, have it ready. Yellow ochre, also have it ready in your palette, so you can start playing around with these. And the brushes will be definitely as small as possible. Zero brushes, brush numbers 1 0, or 000 brushes, micro brushes, whatever is convenient for you to do a lot of patterns, because by now I'm sure you would have pulled out those references and wondering, oh lord, that's a lot of curves and patterns and such. So yes, I'm also a little bit in paranoia. Designs are amazing. I was unable to stop from selecting, so I've just decided, okay, that's it, enough of selection, and make a stop there. um, so I have these colors ready, and let's get started. Let's first look at those pictures, and I will tell you what I'm going to start with. I want to start with the bangles. I liked the idea of dragon itself curling as a bangle, so there is a head of the dragon and such. So I want to try to have the head of the dragon drawn um, in some places where it can show that it is the head of the dragon. So it's not going to be an even circle the way I have drawn this in the canvas right now. So I'm aware of it. I'm going to start working on this. Let me take brush 0. And I want to do the head of the canvas. Sorry, yes. So I want to do the head of the dragon and see how that goes. And I'm going to take white for that. Titanium white. I'm not mixing anything right now. Like I said, this is going to be just like the way we did layer 2 on this canvas. This is just going to be like a layer 2 on the jewelry. Yeah. So I'm drawing the head. And then this is going to be like the tail that is curling around. So the tail is slightly thinner. The head. Let's see how it is coming up for you. Okay, fine. So that's the head, and then that's the tail. So you see that there is a gap between the head and the tail. So let's do the head. And then the tail goes like that. Okay, so it's all rough images. The details, we'll work on it in the next layer. So the dragon head and the tail goes like her bangles. So we have done that, the head and the tail. Um, so the logic of head and the tail I have used. I like that pendant also, and the dragon face also. There's so many things that I like. The first ever crown that I have, it's a very traditional crown with the red and white stones. That's really lovely. But I'm looking for something traditional also. I'm just thinking on using this necklace that has got the dragon and also that bird. I totally love that because it is not too thick and it could be a good one on her coming up on her chest, which means we'll have to make this circle a quiet around her neck, quite thin one, something like that, I think. Let me see. So let's work out on this pattern. I like the pattern. So I'm going to do the pattern of, it is like I don't know what to say. It's like a kolam rangoli, that's what we say in India, where we make some patterns like strings and this Chinese design. It really resonates with that. So I'm going to use that in the middle, and I think you can see what exactly I'm talking about. It's the dragon and the parrot, or I don't know what the bird is. Yeah. So right in between is that pattern. So I'm going to do the pattern first. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's do this pattern first. Does that go? Oh wow, yes. So it starts from here, and maybe I will need even thinner brush than this. So I'm going to use the zero brush will help. So zero brush, but this is also from one of the micro models, and I'm just looking at the other option. 0/20. Let me try both. I have 20/0 and a zero brush, micro brush with me. I'm going to try both. Let's start with the zero brush. Let's see how I could do this. It's like this. I have not done anything. I'm just drawing very thin to see how things go, and then I will do it again. Okay, I guess I'm able to visualize now. So I'm going to take titanium white and start doing this. I think I managed to do the pattern, so I need to repeat it properly, taking some more white, going over those lines nicely and wiping off the tip of the brush because it is taking the color from her shirt. I guess this is an ambitious move with this pattern, but I would rather experiment. I would rather try and not just stop with something basic. So while you are in the process of doing this, I'm also going to the reason why I gave you all those images in the references that you could choose something on your own. So try to choose something that is interesting and challenging to work with, and enjoy the process. So I think I've managed to put in that basic pattern, and then now for the parrot I think, bird, whatever bird that is. Anybody, the Chinese, help me with this in the comments. It's got the head like this, and then the body. Oh, I teach a lot of children how to make these birds and so on. It is so easy teaching them, but now I am getting nervous because I just want it to be so perfect. Yeah, that's the body of the bird and the bird's wings. Goes like that. 2, 3, yeah. That's one wing. Another wing goes like that. Yes. And the bird's tail goes up like that. Joins into a pattern as a part of the chain. I agree. It is really complicated, but we will get it there. It's not like this, it goes like that, and tons of patterns inside. I'm just trying to make it simplified also. Bring this around to the top of it like this, and the bird's beak is actually catching this. Okay. And then here you go, now the dragon, there's another dragon. Okay. The dragon's mouth is here, head is here. Head has got this fiery thing around. And then we turn the dragon's body around like this. Oh wow, this looks cool, huh? It looks cool. We need to adjust the size here because it has to look big here. And then she turns around one circle and goes around on the top like this. And then it has the tail that has again a fiery thing, and then it connects to something there on the neck. I cannot see the neckline in the picture reference, but I'm just imagining that's how it will connect. I think she's got a very heavy one now. Design. It's not. It is strong, but it isn't totally big for her. And we will work on it again when this is dry in layer 5. Yeah. At least I've got the plan set going for the jewelry. And I wanted the central idea. I understand, these pigs that you see in the reference come from something, that women wear when they are getting married. At least when I researched, I found that, but I don't know why. Again, somebody who knows this culture better, explain me. But I just liked all that, so I kept it for you in case you guys want to use that pig instead of this dragon and bird. Yes. And I want to use this pendant in the central. Oh, the pendant is like, I thought it is simple. I'm going wrong. I want to do this. There is one dash, and then there is 2 rectangles, and then there is another dash, and then there are 2 rectangles. And we need to show that in a circle. So I've made the circle. Or is it really too much here on her? Because it looks overdressed. This is exactly what I was mentioning, that it could be overdressed here. So let's just remove this. And what I'm going to do is that if that is going to be the case, then I would like to take more of the crimson and use it and make this thin, neckline. So the focus is on her this jewelry that she's wearing. So I'm going to adjust this, and then we will use that pendant for her belt, because we don't have a belt specific jewelry there. I could use it there. So that's the plan B. I'm looking for crimson. Somehow crimson is needed to hide that previous color shades that I had given for. I thought there will be a closer necklace. I think it really works well that she doesn't get that closer style necklace. She's so tiny, so this one helps to figure her out nicely. We could give her what do you call, a thin chain or something nearby if we want when we do the finalizing. Yeah, I guess this is okay for now. I've taken a little bit of black so that I can highlight it even further here on the corners. Wiping off and taking more crimson. Yes, I think that is fine. So I'm just gonna hide this and adjust this perfectly. So yeah, this is clean now. Yes, I think she looks perfect now. For the necklace, we have got one awesome necklace there, and let's do this pendant for her. Tummy area, the belt. Yeah, the pendant has, again, let me go over that. It's got, I'm just going to go doing those lines, vertical or horizontal ones, the boxes. Okay, and then there is a line, and then there is another box starting there. And that is the base, and we'll have to make this circle slightly. Bigger here. I think I have managed to draw a structure. It's not visible clearly. I have to do this again. I'll show it to you when I know what I'm doing. Okay, this is what I really like about this set of paintings that I'm working on. It's just that, most of the time I'm experimenting with something new, and I'm also learning something new while I also try to train you. So this is this is what I enjoy about it, that I'm not 100% sure about it, and I'm still learning. We all are, isn't it? So that is one, and then there is another line, and then there is another box, and then we connect these somehow vertically also. Yeah, I think I've got that pendant turned into this belt here. And how do we do the sides of the belt? Dragon. So let's do the dragon heads. Now that's really creativity. I have not seen it there. There's no belt. I couldn't find belts, or maybe I didn't search properly. I was just taken away by all these nice things there. Doing another dragon on this. We'll only see the head of the dragon because we'll have a pot here that is. So whatever I'm doing is not a thorough detail. I'm just doing a suggestive mark of a design and not trying to do exact of the patterns that you see. It's just because this is not a jewelry painting. It's got another concept. So jewelry should complement and not take too much away. So I'm just trying to keep that to the minimum. And because we've got too much of dragons going on everywhere, I want the earring to be so simple. I think I'll choose, when I looked at the pictures, I liked those tiny rings and tiny flowers, like things that are really cool. I think I will use that for her jewelry on her earring. So I've just done this 4-petal thing that I see. It goes really well for her. Yeah, so it's not taking away too much, yeah, and that is a good one. Let's leave it. When we work on the detail, we can do other things, yeah. That's about her jewelry in her body. Let's put jewelry on her hand, on her head as well. Crown, the crown. Let's see which ones. It is really difficult to decide. Should we go for that the first under Chinese jewelry? I started with the crown. That crown is awesome, but we will take inspiration, not make it too big, which means we'll not have this doom kind of things anymore, yeah. So let's try that. I'm going to have, I already have this crimson ready, and I'll use another brush whenever I need that red kind of a thing there. And I will start with making those tiny white flowers everywhere. I think we need to start here. Okay, if I remember correctly. Because we have to hide some portion of the head. I think the calculation was slightly amiss. Maybe it's a little too big for her. Starting with the white pretty flowers. See, even if you change the pattern or so, whatever is there in the background, we can always rework and adjust. That's why I used the yellow ochre for the spacing. We weren't sure what we were going to do in the beginning, so this really helped that we could block the space with the yellow ochre there, and it really helps. It's a neutral color, it helps all the time. Yeah, so I've got that, and I'm just going for the same thing here, giving a feeling that her crown is all the way up there, maybe hiding a little bit in her ribbon. So I've got that, and I'm going to use another brush to take crimson and give those in between here. So that's the first layer, and then starts the, wow, that's another thing. It is really big. I don't know if I want to do all of it, but let's see. Okay, so I want to use the idea of those, looks like chalices that are coming out of that. Chalices have some sort of a thing there, and even those have the red ones inside, but I'm not going to do that right away. I will think of it the next time. I'll leave it for the next layer, but I want to do that beautiful curvy thing that goes up and comes down like that. It looks like a heart, and I like that idea. But it isn't like that. It has the topping done in, it's got 3 such red stones, and that's where the height of it stops, and I think that's a good height for us to stop, so we'll cut off the rest of it. Yeah, and what is there inside is also nice dots. Yeah, and we will have some more of this red. stones placed in between. Okay, I guess that will be the crown that she is wearing. Yeah, so that will be the crown that she will be wearing. So we will say that that stops the crown. The focus is now going to move to the pot, and then we move on to the jewelry that the three pots, one pot here and two pots there, and then the jewelry that the elephants are wearing. Yes, elephants will have dragons again. What? Let's see. Okay. So that is pretty. Then when we cut off all these things, we will have a little more clarity. We'll work on the background also in a while. So let's do the pot. Coming back to the pot. The pot is a simple thing for me at least, because this has been a little bit of a challenge, and I will easily take a bit of yellow ochre and mix it with the primary yellow, lemon yellow, whatever, permanent yellow, whatever you have, to lighten up the yellow ochre, make it a little slightly shiny, and then use that as the for the mouth of this pot. You'll have to have some darker sections of the pot, so just be aware of that. Do not use this all the way, just use it inside a little bit. Leave it there because that's exactly where the gold is going to flow through, so it's going to be lighter here as well. And then we will use this gold color in the pot that is there in with the elephants. Once we have this, when we take, instead of this color, when we take directly an yellow ochre, then that's going to show up slightly darker for the rest of the positions. And to shade and darken, we will use burnt umber. So I'm going to take a bit of burnt umber in my brush and go around, making that curve inside and also going around here. Yes. The gold pot is ready. Good. The pot here is also kind of ready, and now we focus on the jewelry that the elephants are wearing. I don't know what to put on them. Okay, while I'm thinking, I'm going to do one thing. I will fill this yellow ochre, darker, burnt umber, such colors a little bit in the cloth, because we need to work on the border of the cloth. It's got a little bit of black in my brush, and I'm using it because I just wanted shades to be there. I'll take a little more of yellow ochre to go around. And on this, I'm going to use my micro brush to do sort of a curvy design. Yeah, I think this is easier. It looks, I don't know, it doesn't look like the dragon though, but it looks like some design. Yeah. As the border of the clothing of the elephant. So that was instant. Let's see how are we doing with the timing. Once we're done with that, we'll have to work a little bit on the background as well. So once we're done with the jewelry, the work starts with the background. That's when we will be done with the layer 4. Yes, we need to adjust this background. There are corrections that we have made to the hair. We need to show that. Yes. I want to use, now I'm thinking, I want to use coin kind of things in the neck of the elephant. So, but not a detailed coin like the one that we did on her belt. So I'm going to use those the yellow that we mixed with a little bit of yellow ochre, so the one that we used for the gold. I'm going to use that to make some nice circular impressions to give the feel of maybe it's coins or something like that around the neck. Yeah. I'll do that, and because it's circular, it will change the pattern that we have. Means I'll have to adjust in sections that is going to show the skin with white. Let's do this circular thing first, and then we can work on the white. So wiping off the brush again and using a little bit of titanium white, going over those sections one more time to fill in the skin color. Not too much, I think a little bit of work needed to be done, otherwise it's all nearly there. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. We have finished the jewellery of Gaja Lakshmi, and now the focus is going to be on the background. Before we begin the background, there's one more thing that we need to do for the elephants, that is the it's a part of the background actually, that we need to show water because they are actually in water. So this is going to be the water. So the background is going to have some waterways here and then the circle. So this part will show as water rather. So I'm going to have some blue ready to work on, and also get ready with mixing this color here. I think I have some primary blue left over from earlier recordings, so I'm going to use that. good. And now I need to take another fresh brush for this blue. So to the primary blue, I want to take a little bit of that blue and add titanium white to build this lighter color tone first. Have it ready and then we can work on the sea or the water body. This is the color that I had used previously as well. I can see it's really coming close to that. I just want it to be, because last time the way I did it, I also knew that I'm going to come back again someday, yeah. So just going to test it. Yes, it's good. This is good enough, and it will cover for, you know, all those things that we want to hide. So I'm going to start hiding already a bit of this crown that we don't need. And also hide the section of the hair. Also remember that I said there should be some sort of adjustment here, and there is quite a bit of hair that we need to take off. That's not to be there. Yeah, so I'm just adjusting that first before I get on to other things. Crown adjusted. So this looks like, you know, it's good on her, but not too much for her head. Yeah. So that's how she looks now. And let's now that we have this color ready, we know that this is what we are going to use around. Let's build the sea kind of a look here. So I'm just drawing some, I'm using the blue directly to draw some lines like this to give a feel that there is water around. Yeah. There is water around here. I'm doing that, and I'll use that color to just go over directly, very close to that, the flowers, the lotus. So it feels like that's the waterway. Using that dark blue to go behind that space. This feels like the waterway, and in which we see the elephants. pull that around, letting the colors in. Not done, a careful job yet because I'm just, creating that waterway effect. Once that's showing, we can throw in some white strokes there, give the feel that there is, their legs are surrounded, by the waterway here. I think this looks good enough now. Some more darker shades to go around here to show the water level. That's where the water level stops. So the way I have created it is that I've not taken the entire thing as a waterway. I just want this part of the circle to be looking like a waterway, and then it turning lighter blue on the top. So I've taken the reference, but I have just built things on my own here. Yes. Looks cool, and I think now I am ready to work on this background circle. I just want to make sure that it is looking fine, so I'm just going to go over and connecting the heads of the elephants. So the outer curve is done, and we know that there are contours to work with here to fix. So I'm going to use the zero brush to go around those contours nicely, because there are really thin micro thin contours here. Also, in between the jewellery, there is the space, the empty space. I want to fill as much as possible with this blue, so it gives a feeling that there is possibly a blank space there in this jewellery. Yeah, it's not a stuffed jewellery. It's not a full, concrete design there. Yeah, so it has that feel. Hopefully, let's see if it doesn't sit well, then of course we can adjust in the next layer, but this is starting. Fill in the contours, the rules now by now, so do the contours nicely. very careful near the baby girl's face. The lotus flowers here. And her hands. We've really worked so hard for those tiny, tiny, fingers and such, so just be careful on those. So I think I have done this side of the contouring. It's all going very thin, but nearly there. Now working on the contour here, close to her ear and coming down close to her neck, shoulder line, her hand, lotus flower, and then we also need to do the contours of the elephants, isn't it? Because the inner side of the elephants are falling here. So I've done with the contours of Gaja Lakshmi, little angel here. Let's do the contour of the elephant real quick. Only when this dries can we do the water that is flowing from those pots that the elephants are holding. So that's also there for us to work on in layer 5. But I think we have spot on, done a lot of changes in this layer. So hopefully the final layer will be a smooth journey for us. Let me know how you are approaching this and what kind of jewelry you have chosen. I want to see pictures of your choices, and yeah. And if you need any help, do write to me, support@thegladestudio.dk. This is amazing learning process for us, an amazing opportunity for us to explore new things, combination of new things from actually very good old traditions here. There is so much to learn from old traditions and rituals and fun, very, very interesting things to learn. I think I have always found that very interesting, and I hope you also enjoy this along with me. Yes, I have finished the contouring, so I'm going to use brush number 1 to just go and fill out the rest of the sections nicely. Taking in a little more of this blue and the white, making it ready to go on. Yeah, so I'm just pushing those things in circular form and in that curvy form and going over nicely. I have the contours ready, but still being very careful when I go near the key elements of the picture. I think I need to add a little more here to hide what we did in the earlier case. gone through 3 intense classes, haven't we, together on this layer 4, and we have really made amazing progress. And this is also the time, again, just like the way I say when we finish one layer, I say, yeah, give it a rest, give it some time so you can see mistakes that you want to change or improve, want to correct and such. Also giving it that time for the canvas to absorb all the oil and letting it rest. So the next layer just comes out and jumps out really fresh when we get it. The next layer really is going to be an enhancement of what we have. So it's not going to be something really dramatic, but of course, it will enhance what we have. Okay, I've finished this side. I'm just going to move it a little to my way so that you get to see. The side of it. Yes, good. So going around again, I'm just going around in this area, taking a little more of the blue to dilute here. So you could see right now, how things have developed in these many hours. We are so this has been 8 hours approximately. And we have come close to, doing a finishing. Nearly completing this. There is one last thing that I do in layer 4, that is, it's personal, the way I do my signatures. I tend to have 2 layers on my signature, surprise, surprise. And the first layer is my left hand thumb impression, and then I let it dry, and in the second layer I use I paint my name, and I use the letter G of my first name, Gomati, to be placed exactly on top of that left hand thumb impression. So that's what I do. So right now what I'm going to do is just that, to leave that left hand thumb impression, but just before that I'm just trying to see if I have done a finish nicely, smoothly here, smoothing up the extra creases and such. And I also noticed that there is some brush hair, sitting on top of this and disturbing it. I have to remove this. Done. Cool. Yeah, and right now I think it looks good. finished done, and I think I will leave it like this here, and I'm going to take that blue color, my left hand, just soak my left thumb in paint, and I'm going to show you what I do here. Picking up the canvas, and I am placing my left hand thumb position right here on left bottom corner. So this goes dry, and when it dries, then the letter G starts here. So it's a part of my process. And right now what we have is Gaja Lakshmi. I give it to you. Gaja Lakshmi layer 4 is complete. Thank you very much for being patient with me, and thank you very much for experimenting along with me. And I hope you have also enjoyed making Gaja Lakshmi from China the same way I did. Let's meet up in the next session for layer 5. Until such time, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, stay motivated. See you. Bye bye.